everybody, and welcome to Push Factor TV. My name is Sheila McKenna, and I'd like to thank you for watching this particular episode. I forget what episode it is. I believe it is episode 2. And this month, I'd like to reflect on fear. I wanted to dedicate the month of January to fear because a lot of us are probably starting new projects, and because this is a new year, it's either a new initiative of personal growth, or there's something career-wise that you're working on, or you're an artist, you're a creative person. And fear is a very critical thing, especially when you are moving into something new, moving into new territory that you've never been through before. So I feel that it is incredibly important to talk about fear and to talk about the things that stop us from doing what we're really meant to do. So I'm not doing this from a script. This is just me talking to you, and my hope is that my message reaches out to somebody who really needs to hear it, because we all go through fear. This is my 3rd video, and for the whole of 2013 I spent it telling myself that I wasn't capable of doing this. I either felt that I looked pathetic, or that nobody would listen to me. I have no expertise. You know, the mind will concoct all sorts of reasons why you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing. It's especially difficult when you're a creative, when you're an artist, when you have a gift or a talent that you want to share with the world. You know, our biggest problems are the fear of criticism, comparing ourselves to others, and those feelings can be really crippling. But the message that I want to give you is that actually, now that I think about it, it's really from a lady by the name of Dr. Brené Brown. I've been listening to a lot of her talks, and she talks about vulnerability and the fact that anything that has to do with us showing up in a public arena to show people what we're doing has a lot to do with vulnerability, because you're exposing yourself. You're exposing your imperfections, you're exposing, you know, your very nakedness to people. And because of that, our biggest fear is, what are other people going to think? You know, there are hundreds of other people who are better at it than me. But I think what we need to take from it is that each and every one of us has our own gift. And we're not supposed to let other people determine how to, bring about this gift. We let criticism cripple us, and we let people's comments and what people think decide how we should present ourselves to the world. And in all honesty, we are enough. I am enough. You are enough. Just put yourself out there. It is going to be one of the most difficult things. It's going to be scary, but it's important for you to do that, because in that's where you find your courage. You'll be scared. You'll be shaking your boots. I'm doing this and I'm worried about how I'll sound and the number of mistakes that I make. But that's what happens at the beginning. These are the beginning stages. Just start. Start doing it. Put yourself out there. And keep practicing, keep doing it, make it frequent. And there'll come a point where your fear will actually become an illusion, because you'll have done it so many times, and you'll realize also that you've picked up so many skills, and that you've brushed up and you've been practicing, and you keep doing it and doing it to a point where you're so good that I guess you'll start getting scared of something else, or fearing something else, something bigger, because you'll have already conquered that fear, that initial fear that you had. So really, that's my message to you. There's going to be a lot of criticism. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to talk a lot of nonsense. But don't make them a priority in your life. I love what Dr. Brené Brown says about critics, because in the arena of life, when everybody is looking at your life and you're here to present yourself, the critics are the ones with the cheap seats. They're the ones who sit back and point at you and tell you what you're not good at and make fun of you and insult you and criticize you, when they themselves haven't done anything. They haven't done what you're doing. So really the most that they do is just talk. It's just hot air. So don't give them the time of day, but acknowledge that they are there. There is also no point in totally ignoring them. It's just saying that I acknowledge you're there, I see your criticism, but I'm not going to give it the time of day. I'm not going to give it any energy. I don't have time for that feedback. I'm going to respond to those people who are happy to receive my work. And if you do have criticism, then let it be constructive. Let it be something that I can use to help me. So I apologize if I've sort of meandered and I haven't had a real train of, thoughts, sequential thinking in this particular video. But I just had a lot on my mind, and this is what I felt that I should share with you. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll continue during this month of January to talk about different kinds of fear and how to acknowledge them, how to acknowledge that fear, and how to learn to cope with it, and how to also learn to control it. So once again, thank you all for watching. My name is Sheila McKenna,